What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I cover the latest cryptocurrency news articles just to keep you up to date on what is going on in this crazy crypto space, because there's always something going on. Like last week, we were dipping. It was down. It was 84,000. But are we getting that Christmas relief rally? But we do got to hold off at least this $85,000 price. Well, right now we're at 92,000, or what price are we at right now? Let's see. We did touch 93,000 sometime today, but we're still at 92, so that's still good. That's a support level. I got an article where we're going to go over some technical analysis. But yeah, as long as we hold above 85,000 and like this new $90,000 support level where we're at right now, if it can keep going, we may expect $100,000. But if we go back beneath 85, expected to go as low as 70,000. So we're just playing the charts. But yeah, but it's nice seeing Bitcoin in the green. We're up 5% today. So woo, always nice. But what's going on in the crypto space today? Let's find out. Let's see together. So first up, let's see, going on Twitter and coming from Bitcoin Magazine. Poland's president vetoes the bill that would have imposed stricter regulations on crypto. Now, he says overregulation is a surefire way to push companies abroad, and huzzah, he gets it. Like every time we had like an article saying, "Oh, we're gonna put this country gonna be putting rules on this and that," like just trying to get so much control in it, I would always say it's like, yeah, they're gonna push business away. It's not bringing it, and like crypto is such a huge sector of the economy now. It's just like you don't want to push them away. So luckily, Poland's president made the right call and he gets it. So bravo. And then let's see. It was like this little chart from Simply Bitcoin, just showing like how far just technology has gone at such a fast pace. Simply Bitcoin tweeted out, "Bitcoin is one of the most important technology disruptions over the last 1,000 years." And yeah, so like 1,000 years ago, it wasn't until like 1365 we got the printing press. Yeah, that was some pretty big. Before this was probably fire and all that, electricity. But yeah, printing press. Then we got the telescope, the steam engine. Okay, electricity came after 1822. Telegraph, light bulb, and just look at that chart of how fast it goes up. We had the Model T car, polio vaccination. Like technology is just rising at such an exponential pace. Like we got Bitcoin, and then after that, EV, electric vehicles. CRISPR, if you didn't know what CRISPR was, that was that one DNA altering or genetic code altering code that gives the ability to actually alter without any defects. So that was pretty big technology. AI is coming, quantum computer. So this chart just really shows us that technology is booming at such a fast pace, and you do not want to miss out on it. Because yeah, when we were over here, let's see, DVD, World Wide Web, I feel like a lot of people skipped out on this, just the learning part of technology, like where computers came out, how to save a PDF file, how to send an email, how to just turn on your computer. Like there are people who miss that time period because, again, they're just hardworking blue-collar Americans or just people out there. It's just like, I don't need to use this technology. But as we're seeing how fast technology is growing, you can't skip a beat. Hence why I got an Apple Watch. It's like, who knows what this is going to lead into? A fully armband, which connects to like visual, like who knows? But you just can't miss the steps of these technologies when they come around. And yeah, like, and if you're just getting into Bitcoin, like you need to learn computers. It's the safe internet hygiene out there because there's scammers out there. You need to know how to stay protected. So you got to understand just how computers function. So do not miss out on technology's boom. If a new toy comes out, get it, play with it, have fun. Because I still just love playing with all these new robots, remote control cars, and all that stuff. It's fun, but just do not miss out on technology's boom. But let's go over the news now. What is happening today? Again, we're going to start off with a technical analysis chart or article talking about how Bitcoin surges to 93,000 after Sunday's flush. But analysts are eyeing $100,000 right now. So woo! So Bitcoin recovered to $93,000 after a leverage flush on Sunday, with analysts now predicting that macro tailwinds could push the cryptocurrency over six figures. So I'm eyeing that. I'm not doing any trade. But Bitcoin is seeing renewed optimism of a recovery as crypto market analysts are eyeing six figures for the cryptocurrency as it gained above $92,000 after a fall to $84,500. Now, this is what you'd want to see, Bitcoin coming back up after a weird move down on the first of the month. Now, MN founder and analyst Michael Van de Poppe said on Tuesday that he added that it was crucial for Bitcoin to break above 92,000. If that breaks, then I'm sure we'll start to see a new all-time high and test $100,000. So I hope he's right. I'm going to take a quick sip of coffee. But Van de Poppe compared Bitcoin's current price situation to a previous cycle and questioned Whether its recent drop was a final shakeout, well, all indicators have overextended to the downside on the last crash of Bitcoin, which implies that the crash itself had a magnitude heavier than Luna and FTX and even COVID, he said. But Bitcoin reached a 24-hour peak of $93,040 on Coinbase in early trading today, Wednesday, according to TradingView. It has recovered all of the losses over the past 2 days from a leveraged flush late on Sunday that wiped $8,000 off of its price. And again, here's that chart showing like the crucial moves. Like here's our support levels. That's why I said like if we don't hold this 85,000 level right here, then expected to drip down to at least 79,000, maybe even $70,000. But right now, we're breaking the 92, and then our next support level is $100,000. So who knows? We could be on our way up. But macroeconomic tailwinds to drive markets. Nick Ruck, director at LVRG Research, told Cointelegraph that he's confident Bitcoin will again reach six figures in the coming months. Now, as Bitcoin's resilience shines through amid evolving regulatory landscapes and institutional adoption in late 2025, we see a compelling path for it to reclaim the $100,000 mark in the coming months, he said. Now, Ruck added that Bitcoin's rise would be driven by macroeconomic tailwinds, such as renewed Fed rate cut potential and returning ETF inflows. Now, there have been some key support zones that determine the next direction. In a blog post prior to the rebound, analysts highlighted that $86,000 to an $88,000 level as a key support zone that just must be maintained. But this level withstood 60 tests throughout recent months without breaking, making violations particularly significant, said analyst Crazy Block. But trading above shows reduced selling pressure as active traders maintain profitable positions, they added, and the coming weeks will be critical as defending this level maintains structure. Now, who said this? Breaking below initiates scenarios targeting lower prices as sophisticated participants still shift from accumulation to distribution. But Bitcoin was trading at just above 92,700 at the time of this writing, which is still up 7% in the last 24 hours. And then when we look at the chart, Bitcoin is up 5% at 92,300. So down $400 from when that article hit. But yeah, so these are just some key levels to keep an eye on. So if we can hold this, stay above 85, then yeah, or at the $92,000 level, then expect six-digit figures to keep coming back for Bitcoin. But if we do start dipping below 85 again, expect another downwards trend. So however you want to play that. But I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I'm not selling it. I'm hodling it. I'm stacking because, again, people have the wrong idea of like what they should be focused on. They want more fiat. So yeah, they want extra fiat to explore, do fun things, buy some stuff they may have wanted, but again, that's not going to be building your wealth. You want to use Bitcoin as a tool to build your wealth that you can get that later on and give you some financial freedom. Mark, I'm doing it because I want the freedom to like just not have to worry anymore. A bill comes up, my dog Baxter gets sick. Like I don't have to worry like, oh, how am I going to pay for that? So like the Bitcoin gives you the tool it gives you a tool. There's many tools out there you can do to get there, but Bitcoin is a tool you can use to build your wealth, convert that into another cash flow project out there and to still retain your asset. Like you never want to give up Bitcoin. So whenever there's a time when you can borrow against it, do it, but just don't do it for some lavish item. Put that into a startup of a business of yours. Build a business that can give you even more cash flow. And who knows, you can leave your current job and you love this whole new one and you just continually stacking Bitcoin because that's what started off the entire journey. So yeah, I'm still total maxi. I love Bitcoin. Altcoins, I still love altcoins. They can do things that Bitcoin can't do, but right now it's kind of markets are shaky with the altcoins. I'm still holding mine. They're low, but I'm still waiting for get an altcoin season. I'm hoping for it, but Bitcoin, never going to get rid of it. Just going to keep stacking it because that's what the number I want to know of. But let's continue on with the news. Like outside of Bitcoin, looks like Ethereum is buying. So yep, they have stepped up as market rebounds from heavy liquidations. So large holders resumed sizable Ethereum purchases this week as crypto prices recovered sharply from Monday's wipeout. Now, Ethereum's largest holders have reemerged as crypto prices mount a recovery following more than $600 million in long liquidations on Monday. On-chain data shows that one large holder purchased 18,345 Ethereum, worth roughly $55 million. That is definitely a whale. And they made that purchase from BitGo on Tuesday, according to an analytics platform, Arkham Intelligence. Now, another purchase of 4,597 Ethereum, worth roughly $13 million from Binance earlier on Wednesday, while yet another large holder purchased 30,000 ETH, worth around $91.16 million on Kraken. So, yeah, Ethereum whales are buying it up, buying the dip. Now, those moves have coincided with a rebound from earlier December's losses, which have lifted Bitcoin, Solana, and other digital assets higher. Now, Ethereum is up more than 8% over the last 24 hours and is currently trading at $3,015, according to CoinGecko's data. And Bitcoin is 7% up, and Solana has jumped at least 10%. Now, adding to hopes of continued higher prices, taker buy volume represents the volume of buy orders filled by takers in perpetual swaps. Now, spiked to $148.7 million across all exchanges on Tuesday. Now, the demand hints at a strong signal of aggressive market buying right now. And according to a Tuesday tweet from Martin Riegerschott, a verified analyst at CryptoQuant, he says that futures cumulative volume delta, meanwhile, he has ticked up the relative to spot cumulative volume delta on Velo data shows. So, wait, what's Velo data? Like, what is he using? Let's take a look at this. Reload. Oh, I can't even take a look at that website. So, But when perpetual CVD and open interest represented a total open orders trend higher, it typically shows investors are opening longer positions. Now, if we see more DATs trade below the MNAV, then there will be some acquisition with institutional investors swooping in for discounted Ethereum, said Stephen Gregory, founder of the crypto trading platform VTrader. And his final thoughts were, I think the correction has run its course and the macro tailwinds will push Ethereum back. So we're getting bullish news of just like people believing the tailwinds are over, like these bearish times are kind of behind us. But again, we're still, I like to listen to Ivan. Like, we're still in a bearish market right now. So this is great news and everything. There's a lot of hope. I like seeing a relief rally too as we go back up. But again, like if the whole narrative is still bearish right now, it doesn't matter what good news or bad news comes out, it's going to do its thing. It's like when we're in the bull run. Even if there's like the worst news ever, it's still going to be going up. But right now, yeah, so there's still hope here. So, let's see these whales keep making purchases, keep pushing it up, because that's what they were doing with Bitcoin. They were pushing that price up. But yeah, so Ethereum whales are buying. Bitcoin's making a nice little rally right now. And now let's continue with the news, because there is just so much to cover today. And definitely there's going to be a lot on Kalshi, the prediction market. But before we cover those articles, let's talk about Georgia and how they are eyeing property rights and tokenization with Hedera partnership. And I'm talking about the country, not the United States, Georgia. But Georgia explores putting its public registry on the Hedera blockchain and tokenized real estate through blockchain integrated government infrastructure. Now, Georgia's Ministry of Justice has signed a Memorandum of Understanding, the MOU, with the public blockchain network Hedera as it considers moving the country's land registry on-chain and tokenizing real estate. According to a Monday announcement from the Ministry of Justice of Georgia, the government signed an MOU with Hedera, a public blockchain with permission node operations, at a meeting between the Minister of Justice of Georgia, now Patah Salia, and a representative of Hedera. The two parties discussed the potential integration of blockchain technology into the public infrastructure. Now, Georgian officials said that they are considering transferring data from the National Agency of Public Registry to blockchain network, hoping this would ensure even greater protection of property rights, transparency, and reliability of processes. Now, also under consideration is the tokenization of real estate in an effort that closely resembles real-world asset tokenization projects. But for now, the agreement is a non-binding MOU. The next step would be forming joint working groups with experts from Ministry of Justice and the National Agency of Public Registry, according to the announcement. Now, here is that meeting with both Georgia and Hedera representatives signing the MOU. Now, this isn't Georgia's first rodeo. I remember they've been doing quite a bit of stuff lately. But Georgia has been a long proponent of blockchain technology in government. In early February 2017, the government of Georgia signed an agreement to use the Bitcoin blockchain to verify property transactions. And reports from late April that year show that the country had registered over 100,000 properties and recorded it on-chain. Now, the push for governmental blockchain adoption has not stopped yet. About a year ago, United National Movement Coalition partnered with Rari Labs to release a new blockchain solution for public administration. And various political and technical initiatives have tried to expand the blockchain use in public administration, though not have all been adopted by the ruling Georgia Dream Party. And then also, they've been involved in June of 2024 with Natia Ternava, acting governor of Georgia Central Bank, and Varlam Ebonanzi, head of the bank's Financial and Supervisory Technology Development Department, met with Ripple executive James Wallace to explore potential avenues for collaboration in digitizing the Georgian economy. Now, this followed early November 2023 reports that the central bank had selected blockchain payment networks Ripple Labs as its official technology partner to develop its central bank's digital currency. Now, this followed the bank's announcement 2 months earlier that it plans to conduct a limited access pilot of its CBDC. So, Georgia is one of those countries that I think is not going for stable coins, but still practicing CBDCs. And why not? Like, they're literally like basically the same thing. Again, if you ever wonder what a CBDC was, just the bank-owned cryptocurrency, stable coins, private companies. So yeah, CBDCs are government controlled and owned, while stable coins are usually private companies. So yeah, so Georgia is going with the CBDC route, seems like, but you never know in the space. Like they can make a quick change going, oh, this CBDC ain't work, let's utilize Tether or maybe make their own. But yeah, so way to go, Georgia, just on continuing the adoption, because again, you don't want to push away any like adoption in your country at all, just like how Poland's president said. Over-regulation is a surefire way to push companies abroad, and definitely Georgia is not doing that. They are embracing crypto, blockchain technology, and yeah, they're going to do quite well. Alrighty, so that was some pretty bullish news right there. Now let's talk about Kalshi. What's going on with the predictions market? There has been a lot of news. Like I think a couple articles I have for you to just talk about what they've been up to. And the first up, they have partnered with CNN to integrate real-time prediction data. So better and faster live predictions going for CNN, which I do not watch. But CNN has partnered with Kalshi, a regulated predictions market platform, to integrate real-time market data across its programming. The collaboration enables CNN to use Kalshi's forecast data in reporting on political, economic, and cultural developments. Now, according to the company, Kalshi will serve as CNN's official partner for prediction market insights moving forward. A new on-screen ticker powered by Kalshi will be launched to display live probabilities during key segments. I believe this was a Twitter post out there. CNN partnered with Kalshi to integrate its predictions market. This is the first major news network to embrace Kalshi's prediction markets. Is this a new era of media? And that was tweeted out by Kalshi, or they were labeling Kalshi. But CNN's chief data analyst, Harry Enten, will oversee the internal use of Kalshi's market data. The integration is intended to support accurate reporting and provide viewers with market-driven signals on emerging trends. Now, Kalshi's data support programming amid legal and regulatory scrutiny. So yeah, so I think they still had some scrutiny in the United States, but I think that got fixed. Let's find out. But Kalshi stated that its data would help journalists surface credible information about real-time probabilities of major events. The company also noted its platform had corrected forecasts that New York mayor's race just minutes after polls closed. Now, the platform has surpassed $4.5 billion in trading volume in November, with weekly volumes now exceeding $1 billion. Kalshi's recent Series E funding round raised $1 billion and brought its valuation to over $5 billion. Now, despite rapid growth, Kalshi faces a class action lawsuit alleging it acted as an unlicensed sport book under Massachusetts gambling laws. Now, the case accuses the firm of facilitating more than $1 billion in sports bets without proper authorization. Now, regulatory uncertainty around prediction markets in the U.S. continues, particularly on whether elections or sports-related contracts are financial products or gambling tools. Kalshi and others remain under the scrutiny from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and at the same time, firms like Galaxy Digital are in talks to provide liquidity for Kalshi and its competitor Polymarket. Industry observers say market-based forecasting is gaining traction among media, investors, and analysts. Now, this move on by CNN highlights a broader shift towards data-driven journalism using market signals alongside traditional sources. And yeah, it is just a new type of source of tool for like information. It's like you're getting actually like the actual people's viewpoints. They having to go out there and do like a full study, down the street, ask questions. Oh, who you voting for out there? It's all right there. People are just making the bets and telling you the data. So like we get like articles out there like what is it? Hold on. I think I'll always see one, but like there's like a most recent one is like we keep seeing posts about like the Fed rate cut decision is going down, or like prediction markets saying like we have an 83% chance that we are going to have a rate cut. So can I find that on here? I'm just like scrolling down through Twitter really fast. I'm not seeing it, but yeah, no, we're getting like you're getting live feedback from that. Like from Kalshi and predictions market, from the actual people. No more studying or doing the research going out on the streets. It's right here. So they're going to be CNN's going to be integrating Kalshi's data in that. So yeah, maybe we'll start getting some more accurate data on the news, which is always nice. But that's not all that's been happening with Kalshi. That is a nice partnership going forward. But it looks like Kalshi also makes a move to court crypto traders with tokenized betting contracts. So it looks like they're double dipping. Is that what's going on? Let's find out. So Kalshi bettors can now buy and sell tokenized versions of their wagers on Solana. The company told CNBC exclusively on Monday that it's the latest sign that the prediction market company is deepening its push to win over the same cryptocurrency holders that have pumped billions of dollars of digital assets into its rival Polymarket. Now, tokenization refers to creating a digital version of a real-world financial asset, such as a stock, a bond, or a treasury note. Now, the resulting token, which can be held or traded like a normal asset, lives on the decentralized ledger called a blockchain, such as Solana or Bitcoin. Now, the tokenization versions of the contracts work the same way as the regular ones, the ones found previously on Kalshi. However, by trading the tokens instead of the actual contracts, users have more anonymity. This puts Kalshi on par with Polymarket, which allows users to trade directly on chain. Now, support for tokenized wagers linked to Kalshi's event contract is live on Solana, and Kalshi told CNBC that decentralized financial protocols DFlow and Jupiter will serve as institutional clients, bridging the exchange off-chain order book to Solana's liquidity. Nice. I like that news because Jupiter is one of those DEX coins I'm holding. That's right, altcoins. I'm just holding it because it's still down. And that's the real one in crypto. Buy high, do not sell. I know, buy low, don't sell high. So I'm still holding on to Jupiter coin. So I like this news with Kalshi. But Kalshi is doubling down on its push to court crypto holders as demand for event contracts surges. Now, predictions markets combined trading volume hit nearly $28 billion through October of this year, hitting a weekly record high of $2.3 billion during the week of October 20th, according to data cited by Crypto.com's research arm. But by tapping into the $3 trillion digital asset market, Kalshi will be able to shore up liquidity needed to scale its offerings at a time when investors' appetites for prediction markets is growing rapidly, said John Wang, the company's head of the crypto, which he told CNBC. Now, there's a lot of power users in crypto, Wang said, and this is about tapping into the billions of dollars of liquidity that crypto has. And then that also enabling developers to build third-party front ends that utilize Kalshi's liquidity. Now founded in 2018, Kalshi was the first exchange to launch federally regulate event contracts on U.S. congressional races for American traders in late 2024. Now, shortly after winning a years-long legal battle against the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and since then, Kalshi has added more event contracts to its platform, running about 3,500 markets, according to a company's representatives. Now, last fall, it raised more than $300 million at a $5 billion valuation in a funding round backed by crypto heavyweight Andreessen Horowitz and Sequoia Capital, in addition to expanding its footprint to more than 140 countries. But its first mover advantage may not be enough to keep the platform competitive, particularly as Polymarket relaunches in the US. Kalshi will need to continue to grow to edge out its rivals, and it will need amped liquidity to do so, something crypto-native traders' funds could provide, according to Wang. Now, digital asset holders tend to be particularly active on prediction markets, trading at higher volumes compared to their non-crypto peers, meaning that their presence on the platform is likely meaningfully boost liquidity across Kalshi's markets. Now, the executive said, and by tapping into the massive liquidity, Kalshi can ensure competitive and accurate pricing across his platform, he added. So if you have a market with no liquidity, then you don't really have a market, Wang said. But people can't really trade size or get the prices that they want. So bigger things still coming for Kalshi. So not only did they partner with CNN to give live and accurate data for them, they've also moved to real world assets to actually sell their contracts. So they are really double dipping into that, and they believe that by doing so can provide the liquidity to expand further in the US. So way to go, Kalshi. So everything's going bullish for them, and the creators of it, it is definitely they are booming right now. They're booming. They are how would I want to say that? They are just really embracing everything going on right now, because I believe the co-founder or old CEO, or let's see, what is she? I forget, but this leads into the next article, though, where we can meet Luana Lopez Lara from ballerina to world's youngest self-made woman billionaire. So Lopez Lara holds an estimated 12% stake in Kalshi, giving her a personal net worth of approximately $1.3 billion of that. So ballerina to youngest self-made woman billionaire out there. Women are taking over the market, guys, and I love it. But let's learn a little bit more about her. Luna Lopez Lara, a 29-year-old Brazilian entrepreneur, has made history as the world's youngest self-made woman billionaire. Her prediction market platform, Kalshi, recently reached an $11 billion valuation, catapulting her to a billionaire status. Now, Laura's rapid rise surpasses Scale AI's Lucy Yu, who had recently overtook Taylor Swift's ranking in Forbes. So Taylor Swift is finally bumping down. But early life, she was a ballet and educator, and she founded Kalshi and became the billionaire. So I really didn't know more about that. But let's see. There was really not an article that needs to go through, just because of all the good things going on with Kalshi, the CNN partnership, the move to real asset token and contracts. We're now getting a self-made woman billionaire. So I just threw that in the works on it. But let's take a quick commercial break, guys. It's been going on a little bit now. So let me play this quick ad for you, and we'll come back with some more articles I have for you. So here we go.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine, Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
And we're back. So guys, if you want more information about our programs and anything we offer, go to bitcoinben.io or give us a call at 941-413-8080. Give us a call. We'll be glad to answer any questions you have. Again, great thing to take advantage of is the confidential bulk purchases, because you go to exchanges out there, you provide your license, your social, whatever you had to do to make those crypto purchases. Now, Big Brother knows what you did, but if you want some confidential bulk purchases, we got an option for you, and you can do it at a lower price. Our program's membership is only $5 now, so what's stopping you? But let's continue on with the news. What else is going on? We were just talking about not the first, but the young self-made billionaire Luna Lopez from Kalshi. So ladies of crypto, they're booming, and it doesn't stop there. Next up, we have Binance names Li He as co-CEO as the exchange approaches 300 million users. So women are killing it in crypto, and I love seeing it. But Binance has appointed its co-founder Li He as co-CEO, marking one of the most significant leadership shifts as a company in recent years. Now, the announcement was made during Binance Blockchain Week in Dubai, underscoring the exchange's push to strengthen its global presence as it nears 300 million users. Oh, nice way to announce it. Like, who's out there right now? Is that Miss Teen Crypto? I believe so. I think she's out in Dubai for Blockchain Week, and she is posting like crazy if I can keep scrolling down on the post. She is out there somewhere, but But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Oh, wrong article. Here we go. But this is strengthening the leadership for a growing user base. So according to the announcement published by via PR Newswire UK, Binance CEO Richard Tang described Yi He as a core architect of the company's long-term strategy and culture. Now, he highlighted her influence on product direction using growth and the exchange's bottom-up operating model. Now, Tang noted that the leadership restructuring is intended to maintain Binance's commitment to trust, regulatory engagement, and user-first development as the platform scales. Now, Li He, who co-founded Binance in 2017, has long overseen branding, marketing, and product innovation. Her expanded role places her directly alongside Tang In, steering the exchange's global strategy as Binance focuses on its next phase of expansion across multiple regulated markets. Now, driving innovation and expanding global footprint, Li He emphasized that the joint leadership model reflects Binance's ambition to shape the next era of Web3 infrastructure. She pointed to the combination of her industry-building background and Tang's decades of regulatory experience as a strategic advantage in navigating a period of rapid technological and policy changes. Now, the leadership moves comes as Binance intensifies its efforts to broaden access to digital assets and build products aimed at mainstream adoption. Both executives reaffirmed the company's long-standing message, user protection, regulatory collaboration, and sustainable innovation, which remains central to Binance's growth plans. Now, with the exchange approaching 300 million users globally, the appointed signals a renewed push to consolidate its position as one of the most influential entities in the crypto ecosystem. Notably, Binance has announced full support for its transition into Elizaos, a next-generation token ecosystem built to power decentralized AI operations. Now, the shift is part of the Alpha 2.0 platform upgrade, which is, that's actually the first time I'm hearing about that. I'm going to need to do a deep dive on Elizaos. That seems pretty cool tech. But yeah, if you need more about this, we can always go to DeFi Planet, Twitter, LinkedIn, always following social medias of like big player accounts is always great to do. But yeah, way to go. Yi He, hope you do very well in your new position, but so far you've been doing great since 2017 as a co-founder, and yeah, you deserve it. So way to go, bravo. And I do hope to see more ladies of crypto emerge in the space. Like, there are so many out there, we just need to see them. Now let's continue on with the news. Let's see, I think we have some MetaMask news going on. So for those of you that use the Web3 browser, not the mobile app, because I guess this new tech is going to roll out later on, but MetaMask introduces a transaction shield for wallet protection. So for many new crypto users, the biggest worry is usually making a mistake that they cannot undo. So maybe this will help out. Let's hear what's going on. So a wrong click or an unsafe smart contract can turn a simple transaction into a very painful loss. Now, to help users feel more confident, MetaMask has introduced Transaction Shield, a new opt-in security feature that adds coverage, priority support, and clear protection signals directly inside the wallet. Now, this gives extra confidence for everyday users. Transaction Shield builds on MetaMask's existing security system, which already screens transactions through automated checks of contract behavior and safety. The new subscription adds loss protection for any transaction that MetaMask deems safe. Subscribers can receive coverage up to $10,000 each month across 100 eligible transactions, along with around-the-clock priority support. Now, the subscription costs $9.90 per month or $99 annually, and users can try it for free for 14 days. MetaMask says the goal is to give people simple, familiar peace of mind while also navigating blockchain apps. For example, a beginner swapping tokens through the Uniswap interface would see clear in-app notices showing the transaction is covered before confirming it. Now here is the tweet announcing it. What does this little video show? Let's click play. Okay, so there's like a little protection because usually those airdrops are pretty scary to do. Like if you don't know where an airdrop came from, do not click on it unless you actually participate in the events and get the token. Do not click on that because you saw it there. It's like you got to approve it. But what if there was a malicious code and like once you clicked approve, your wallet got drained? So this actually just showed that they covered it, meaning like, okay, we got you. So not a bad thing to pay for. Just a little bit extra security on that. But the transaction shield works today on desktop with mobile support coming soon. So like I was saying, so it's going to be more for the Web3 wallet. So if you don't know what a Web3 wallet is, this is my Brave browser. If I look up here, I got some crypto wallets actually just hanging out in the web browser. If I click on it, there's my MetaMask wallet. So these are the Web3 browsing wallets. So if you have the mobile phone on your app, that's going to be coming soon is what they're saying. But right now, it currently covers many major networks, including Ethereum, Linea, Arbitron, Avalanche, Optimism, Base, Polygon, Binance, and Say. So at least 9 blockchains covered. And the coverage applies at the moment of the transaction itself. It does not cover any issues like compromised wallets, stolen recovery phrases, or losses from exploited protocols. So it happens from the transaction itself. Now, more about MetaMask. Let's see. Monad is fully supported inside MetaMask, giving users a simple way to connect the high-performance Monad network with extra setup. This means anyone using MetaMask can switch to Monad, interact with the apps, and approve transactions. Also explore new on-chain tools with the same trusted interface they already know. So, still, I lost hope for Monad. Who knows where they can go? Like I got rid of it. I played with the coin last week when it first came out. I told you guys don't put money in it because you'll lose it all. Once it started dipping, I was like, okay, pull out. So I pulled out when it was like at least $100 on profit. But it was just an experiment. Where are we at now? Actually, we're still like I would be down if I sold at today's price right now because I think my average was 3.5 cents. So I pulled out in time. But yeah, looking at the chart, like once it started going down, it's like, oh, there's the hype. So I was just playing with this hype bull run right here. This is when it first came out. Usually when a coin comes out, it does have a pump. And this one held through for a little bit. And then I sold about maybe right there. But hey, Monad's now on MetaMask, so they integrated their blockchain. We'll see how they do. Again, it was a new project. They're a new layer 1. And again, layer 1s are kind of dead right now. Like no one's really going into those unless they actually do something and people want to build on it. So even though Monad's in this article, don't invest in it, guys. That's just me saying, who knows, it could go up, but I'm saying don't do it. But cool on MetaMask is though a protection shield. So I don't think I need it, so I'm not going to use it. But hey, for all you guys who just want that extra security, maybe consider it because this is a new tool to have. And again, I just said in the very beginning, play with new tools when they come out. Test them out. Don't get left behind with this technology boom going on. So that's what's going on with MetaMask. Very nice. Now let's talk about Bybit. Looks like that exchange made a new partnership. So yeah, Bybit partners with Komainu for safer institutional trading. Bybit teams up with the Komainu to enhance institutional trading, security, and reduce counterfeit. But Bybit, one of the world's top crypto exchanges, has announced a strategic partnership with Komainu. It's a regulated digital asset custodian. Through this collaboration, Bybit will integrate the Komainu Connect platform, enabling institutional clients to execute trades directly on the exchange, while their assets still remain securely stored by the third-party custodian. Now, this move is designed to minimize counterparty risk, a long-standing concern for institutional investors. Traditionally, trading on exchanges required moving assets onto the platform, exposing clients to potential risks if the exchange experienced security breaches or financial issues. But now, thanks to Bybit Komainu partnership, institutional traders can execute the trades without transferring custody of their assets. Now, this is reducing risk, increasing efficiency. So Komainu Connect acts as a tri-party solution where clients' assets remain in segregated custody under Komainu's regulation-compliant framework. Now, the innovation lies in allowing off-exchange settlements. Traders can lock in deals on Bybit without ever relinquishing control of their holdings. Now, this setup is great. This setup greatly enhances capital efficiency. Institutional clients no longer need to park funds on the exchanges ahead of trading, freeing up liquidity for other strategies while keeping assets secure. It also aligns with the broader trends in crypto's finance, where transparency, risk management, and compliance are increasingly demanded by large-scale investors. Now, here is that tweet from Wu Blockchain about the partnership. Now, what does this mean for crypto markets? Well, the Bybit Komainu partnership reflects the growing maturity of the cryptocurrency ecosystem. As institutional interest continues to grow, which we get news all the time about, partnerships like this will be key to delivering the kind of security and structure traditional finance firms still expect and that they still want to keep. Now, Bybit's collaboration with a regulated custodian also helps build trust in the crypto space, demonstrating that centralized exchanges can evolve, meet the demands of professional clients as more platforms adopt similar models, and expect to see these increased participation from hedge funds, asset managers, and traditional finance. So that's a pretty cool partnership going. Again, this is just going to help institutional adoption a little bit more because, again, they still want that centralized bit of control. These types of partnerships are going to roll out and give them what they need. So, all right, pretty cool partnership, Bybit. Now, let's move on to our final article, which is just an altcoin, a meme coin out there that's popping up right now. Like with these altcoins, I say don't do it. They're highly risky, and since it's already in a news article, it's probably run its course. That rise has to happen. But which altcoin am I talking about right now? I think it's called Rizmus. So is Rizmus back? Christmas Solana meme coin wakes from hibernation. So as December starts, meme coin traders are decorating their Christmas trees and buying up Rizmus tokens. Here we got Santa Claus with a lot of Riz. For those of you who know what Riz is, do I even know what Riz is? I don't know. I know there's that one kid who's like the Rizzler who goes, I think it just means you're smooth with the ladies or smooth with the opposite. You got some Riz going. But it looks like that's the theme going on with these meme coins. But Christmas is approaching, and Solana meme coin traders are getting into the festive spirits with the pumped-off fund-created token, Rizmus, which was surging 54% on market cap of 4.38 million on Tuesday before pulling back slightly. Now, Rizmus soared to a 94.26 million market cap in late November last year, before crashing 98% to 1.76 million by the new year. It then laid mostly dormant throughout 2025, hitting lows of 602,000 market cap in March, and then since then, it has soared more than 600% to a market cap of $4.38 million. According to a DEX screener before retracing 12% to 3.82. In fact, the meme coin weirdly hit a local high market cap of 11.5 million in August, which is, again, pretty weird. But again, just showing altcoins are very risky. It's last year this coin came out was at a $94.26 million market cap before it dumped literally 100%. Let's say 98% because that's what it really was. But again, these altcoins could do that, so very risky. Bitcoin is not. That's why I just prefer holding it, saving it. If it dips, it's going to go up it will go up in the future. But with these altcoins, if it dips, there is no guarantee that coin's ever going to come back. So do it at your own risk. But throughout this period, the Rizmus meme coin community takeover, or CTO, team has been grinding away in the hopes of making the token reach its full potential. The team has rolled out an iOS minigame app, which the team said uses ad revenue to burn Rizmus tokens. It has released merchandise and has started to create Christmas-themed content. And this is just the start, the team told Decrypt. Now, we planned on planning a lot of things for our biggest month. Nakakash, Rizmus CTO core team, told Decrypt that the NYC Billboard collabs with big names. There's going to be a Rizmus lottery, CoinMarketCap boost, new burning mechanism powered by the community, huge real-life marketing campaigns, and more. It's going to be huge. But again, guys, this coin has no utility at all. It's just a meme. There's like nothing life-changing, world-changing, nothing really beneficial of it. It's just going to be a token that sits on your wallet and really not do anything. You're just hoping it goes up and you can get a nice pump from that. So again, if you're going into this, think of it as a gamble token because it's definitely not an investment. Now, I'm really just saying that. But Rismus is just one of countless seasonal or event-driven coins out there that surge in popularity throughout the year, and oftentimes the event is darker than Christmas celebrations, with meme coins surging when a celebrity dies or when the anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attack approaches. Usually, the success of these tokens is temporary, as hype and attention quickly wanes once the event has passed. So again, this token may see some pumps until the end of December, but once it's over, boom, we may see another 98% dip. But however, the team behind Rismus has attempted to move beyond this fate by evolving the meme to mean Riz more, and Kosh explained that because Riz is short for charisma and Gen Z slang for flirting with someone, while Moss is the Spanish translation for more, thus making the meme flirt more. That said, as its core, Rismus is a festive meme. Last year, it found itself leading a surge for Christmas-themed meme coins right in the middle of the meme coin season. Now, at the time the token launch, Pad Pumped Off Fun peaked by developing 42,000 coins every day. So again, there is really like only 1% of the coins in the crypto space actually have value, guys. Like again, right there, 42,000 coins are being made, or tokens, not coins, are being made every single day that have no value, no use case at all. So if you're doing investments in the crypto space, stick to the ones with actual utility. Again, like no need really for currency coins out there. We got Bitcoin for that. So if you have a brand new coin coming out claiming just to be a currency, oh, we're going to change the market. It's like, we got it already. Like this one's already done. Like very unlikely that's going to happen. So again, like utility, real world assets, AI, sometimes gaming can do it. Let's see, what other narratives? Video streaming, music, quantum computing, I guess. But go with the technology with actual utility behind it, not just hey, I'm a funny Santa guy with glasses on, and that's it. There's nothing else to listen to it. So yeah, guys. But again, that's what's going on with Rismus. That coin's coming back, but again, that's just because it's the holiday season. We're in December. Once January hits, it'll probably be done. But that is it. Thought I'd end with that news article. I don't know why. I did. It's Christmas time. We're in December. I love it. It's time. But let's take a look at our fear and greed index. Yesterday, we were at extreme fear. I did believe we were going to be out of that territory today. And yes, we are. We are now at a 22 just fear level. People are still fearful, still emotional going on right now. A lot of emotions in this space happening. But hey, that's still a great buying activity. It's like when we're in the greed territory, when we start getting neutral, greedy, that's when you want to start being a little bit more cautious because the market may be due for a correction where we see a huge dip. Now we're back in fear and the cycle continues. Now, ending off, Bitcoin is currently sitting at $92,700. We're up 1.1% in the last hour, 1% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's at $3,100. XRP, $2.17. Haven't had much XRP news lately. I know I see some Ripple articles out there, but it's nothing worth sharing on this news channel. BNB is at 900. Can we reclaim the $1,000 mark? And Solana 141. So yeah, and Tron. I think there was an article out there that they just reached a peak of actual users or wallet downloads. So way to go, Tron. But that is it, guys, for the news. Hope everybody has an awesome. What day is it? Oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. So you're halfway through that work week. So hope everyone has an awesome rest of your day, and I will be back tomorrow with some more crypto news. So until then, take care. Peace. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.